Testing, testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Okay, let's get set up. Oh, but I don't want to use up your bandwidth, Shaw. Just getting set up here. Yeah, streaming, testing, testing. Can you guys hear me okay over the game volume, over the game sounds? Kind of cool. Very meta. Look, the little mouse pointer is like all mouse pointy. Yay, mouse pointer. And I can just do this for half the day, you know? Just move the mouse pointer and watch it move on the smaller screen. And then watch it move on the smaller screen. And then watch it in the smaller screen. Whee! Look at the mouse. Look at the mouse. Look at the mouse. Okay. Just waiting for a little bit more. I feel like I'm a professor giving a lecture and I'm like, alright, we'll give them more time to come in before we start. Let's see. Okay, that's getting set up. Still getting set up. Yeah, very much mouseception. It's a shame the audio cuts out, actually. Double check my Twitter before I get started. Alright. I guess it's almost time to get started. Might as well. Alright guys, here we go. Have you guys actually played this thing? Because I looked at the description on Steam, and it's actually really weird. It's like, you are playing a game, you're not playing a game. This is a game, this is not a game. This is an awesome thing, this is not... It's like, you're trying too hard to be weird. So I actually never got around to trying it. Got it on the summer Steam sale, so... Finally got it. See what all the fuss is about. Supposedly it's a really good game, but... the thing builds itself. It's like, but it's not really a game. It's like, well, you're trying too hard. I'll take you at face value and say, you're not a game, so I'm not going to buy you. It's supposed to be a very, I don't know, like I said, it's very weird. Is all the, what's that, the reputation that I know about this game is supposed to be very weird. So, Never the end is never the end is never the end, or loading never what? Okay, I'm not gonna try reading everything. You don't want to hear me reading. Yeah, Coffee Bird serenading you. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. My Windows freaked out and thought it crashed when it just kept going. Well, you get to experience me experiencing the game for the first time.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Hey, I do that for patch
notes.
notes.
Through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation.
Uh-oh.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, hold on, I'm just gonna Alt-Tab really quickly to try to change a couple of windows. There we go. This is actually kind of creepy. Nope, can't use that door. 427, 428, 428, 78. Wait, that's not even in the right order. 879? Okay, whatever. I'm not staying.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That
Stanley decided to
scared me.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The unexpected voice scared me.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Partition Corp. Yeah, interesting. I was looking at the bottom of the little cubicles. Oh, cute. Haven't seen monitors like that and floppy disk. Oh my, there's a 5-inch floppy disk drive in there. And a classic Xerox machine. Alright. It has a vaguely hospital-esque quality, which is actually kind of creepy. B6. Interesting. 426, 425, 4B6, maintenance. Ha 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 ha! 420. I don't know what's in this room. Just kidding. I hate Mondays. I hate Mondays too. The narrator's voice was great back. 4B3. I'm actually paying attention to the door signs because there's actually literally nothing else to do or read.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know, that narrator's voice is really creeping me out. I just don't expect it. It's literally like the classic, the fourth wall in the movies where they go, "Who's saying that? Who's saying that?" Oh, I'm going to the left, right? I'm going to be a dick and go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Certainly. "4B9... Yeah, that's actually kind of creepy. "450... Oh, there's the lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Can I? Hey, I can eat. Nope.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Actually, I do. I like it. All the other rooms are kind of like a hospital errand thing. I actually kind of like this.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
No, it's not. Hey, the clock actually is... interesting. I wonder if
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, that is adorable. "I'm trying to operate the soda machine, you dumb narrator." Rawr. Hey, it looks like I'm flailing on the keyboard when I'm trying to use the soft drink machine. Actually, no. The use button just mashes up the keyboard. Did I bring a keyboard with me? Look, I just pressed the E, the use button, and I'm just mashing it. I'm making keyboard sounds. Wait a minute. So, am I like in a dream or something? Am I still typing? This is actually kind of weird. So, when I press the, the E, the convention for the use button, I mash a keyboard. Wait, this is weird. Am I actually still working? Because it feels like I'm still sitting at my desk with the audio doing this.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room, and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
That doesn't sound right.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You can't fire the coffee bird. This is like an office drone's worst nightmare. And why are the doors closing behind me?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Can I jump off of this
I'm
thing?
not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Can I jump off of this thing? Can I die? You know, I'm just gonna try to play it as if I actually am Stanley.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Hey, this generator looks
She's
familiar.
been waiting.
This generator looks like the one from Left 4 Dead. Are there zombies in here? Hey, I'm gonna try to pretend I'm not gonna play as him, so I'm not gonna start jumping around and getting myself killed and respawn. No, actually, I'm not typing. That's the game sound. If I was actually typing, I'd be doing this. Oh, dark.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Whoa. Nah, it might be a collect call. I'm just gonna go hide in this dark corner in this locked room. Nope. Yeah, door's not going. Nope. La 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 la. Not going to do. Not going to do. Hide in a dark corner. Oh, this light stopped swinging. The swinging light was actually kind of creepy. How do I use this thing? Oh, there you go.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa!
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
That
They
is
want to
creepy.
commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, I don't.
Sorry,
Whoa.
but you're in my story now.
That is actually kind of creepy. It has a Portal-esque quality to it.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what? I'm not employee for... Am I 427? I don't even remember my number. What?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
It very much has like the messed up Aperture Science thing, but in Portal 2, where you go back to like the 60s version of Aperture Science, yeah, it definitely has that quality to it.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
You don't know me.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
You don't know me.
And each day that he returned to
Stop
work
talking like you
was
know
a
me.
reminder
You don't
that
know
none
me.
of it would ever happen to him.
Eh? Okay.
And so he began to
What the hell?
fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Wait, what? So that would explain why I'm still in a dream, because if I mash the E key, I'm still smacking the keyboard with my face. So I'm like, what, beak dust on the keyboard or something? Yeah.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
What dinner?
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Wait, the kitchen's
Down
gone.
one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What? Can I just ignore him? I'm gonna ignore you. This place is... Every time I press a key, it gets worse. And this doll thing is scary. Man, it's creepy. I don't like creepy. I don't like creepy. Coffee Bird doesn't like creepy. Creepy.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
The game designer in me says no, it's all about the illusion of choice. You actually give people real, actual, free choice. They actually get overwhelmed, and you actually get complaints from people going like, I don't know what I want to do. You mean I can do anything? It's the classic, where do you want to go to eat? And then your friends are like, I don't know, anything? That's the problem with having too many choices. So actually, for a lot of games, you actually want to present a menu of choices and give them the illusion that it's like, oh, but I actually wanted the roast beef sandwich today and not the, the hero sub. You know, it's like, oh, I'm making so many choices. So this is actually creeping me out on a meta level. She's not my wife. Is she going to turn into a monster if I press... Oh, dang it. Might as well look at her to see what she turns into, because...
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Wait, am I going to wake up back at my cube? I have a feeling...
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
I can't jump,
Watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I'll do what the narrator says for the first time ever. That looks like a bedroom, but it's dark. Am I going to wake up at my cubicle again? Let me guess, I have to press a button or nothing happens.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Mirror! Give me a mirror, you dum-dum. And technically we're all killing ourselves. Oh, by the way, the streamers, thank you for watching me. You're technically killing yourself right now by watching me. We all have a finite lifespan. That's, anyway.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
What?
And I tried again.
What the hell?
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button.
What? That's... What happened to the game?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, this looks familiar.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Screw you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's for creeping me out. I'm not listening to you.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Hey, the narrative is different at least. And the clock is...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I refuse to listen to you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I got an idea.
Look, Stanley, I
I
think
got
perhaps
an
we've
idea.
gotten off on the wrong
I got
foot
an
here.
idea. I got an idea. You don't have an idea. I have an idea.
I
My
realize
idea.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I
but
got
the
an
fact
idea on what
is
to
that
do.
the story has been about
don't know
nothing
me.
but you
No.
all this time.
No.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
No.
Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? What?
Yes?
I don't know how to convince you
I
of this,
just
but I
died.
really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I just
Let me prove
died.
it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Aha! Something new! Something new! Aha! Aha! Eat it. Hey, how are you still closing the doors behind me?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Screw you! I haven't listened to you before. I'm not going to start listening. Oh, it's kind of dark. That's actually kind of dark too. See, what do you say about the Matrix? Red pill was to wake up, I think, and blue pill is to go back to Wonderland, or I don't remember. You know what? I haven't listened to him for this long. I'm not going to start listening.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through
Whoa.
the red door.
There's no way back. No, up yours. Hey, hey! I'm
I
going.
still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
The light. I lost it at the light. The flashing lights. Wait, what? Oh, the blue door's still there. No.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
What?
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Maybe I
Skill trees?
should
Work
have
with
listened
me.
to
You've
him.
given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Maybe I should have
There
listened
we
to
go.
him.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You know, just for shits and giggles, I'll do what he's telling me to do and go left for a change. Or not.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking at critical feedback here.
What's the scale, though? Is 1 good or is 5 good? This is confusing. Can I just jump off and end myself now? This is creeping me out. Sure.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
I didn't even
You
take the
can't teach
third
that,
door.
Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What's going on? Whoa. Worldwide leaderboard? Are these stats real? Oh, the worst 3% chose the blue door? Really? You had to play this? Oh. Low blow, low blow. Low blow. Is this for real, or... Huh. What does it say over here? Office Space C, alternate iteration 63, beta, version 512, build 384, I guess? Yeah, this story's kind of messed up.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
I think I broke it.
Honest answers, please.
I broke it. The door kicked me back into the room. Now I'm trapped. I broke it. I broke the game. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I broke the game. I don't know if this is supposed to be meta or not meta. Because I think I actually broke the game instead of, like, being cute. Yeah, I think I actually broke the game. Now I really did it. Ceiling light, 6464. Office Space. Wall... Yeah, I broke it. Alright, let's try this again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. Let's see what happens now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That is actually more realistic than I would like to think about. Synergize core value expenditures. Yeah, actually. Help, I'm a post-it. Pie chart and a box. That's actually kind of cute. So yeah, I actually broke the game. I should be proud of myself. Hey, there's a bird. There's a bird on the meeting shirt. Whiteboard manager. Wow, I think we actually have one of those. Yeah, work harder. Hard worker. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that slide is also kind of true. Don't expect to get promoted. Broom closet. Do you work? Nope.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, let's actually follow the instructions this time and see what happens. Ooh, fancy. What's this? Executive bathroom. Nope, nothing on the computer here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
It reminds me of that quest where it goes, you're supposed to do this and then do that, and you know this because you're psychic.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Alright.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, that's still creeping me out, but okay. I actually kind of like my way better. This path is actually kind of creepy. Alright, what's going on now?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Whoa, dark.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh well, so be it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Huh.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Whoa, this got weird. Okay, if it said so. Yeah. This This got weird. This got even weirder, actually.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So, wait, if this place doesn't have... Why would I want to turn something that doesn't have power off again? On?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Sure.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
That escalated quickly.
How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Where's button
Other
number
times,
3?
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a
Sounds like
crisp.
GLaDOS.
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving
There's
along.
no zero.
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
There's no
that's
0-5.
fine.
Where's the
But
0?
I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
There's no
No
0.
one here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
2, 3,
Or
there's
don't.
4.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
All right, GG.
"Hurry up."
Alright, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
I
first,
got a good idea.
just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm gonna go back to my old way and stop listening to him.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I'm gonna do this again.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yeah,
What?
that just
I
came
don't
back
know
from a
how to
nuclear
convince you
reactor
of this, but
explosion.
I really do want to
No.
help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. I'm going back to...
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the
Okay.
game needed a third door?
Let's see if I can get through this without
it's
bugging it.
instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
I got
Here,
my degree
based
in
on the
game
data
design.
from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
I disagree.
To be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The leaderboard's actually kind of cute. I guess I'll just go this way again. Oh, hello.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
That sounds cute.
In
What
this
the
game,
hell?
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's
What?
a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and
What?
tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
What?
I think the art world will really take notice.
What?
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be
What?
sure to keep notes on your experience.
What? That's annoying. That's actually creepy and annoying. Go, die. See if I care.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What the hell?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
What?
But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley.
I can't
Will it
jump!
ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
I can't jump. This doesn't help. I can't
See,
jump.
what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
What the hell?
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I've played enough Sims to know where this is going. No. Let me jump. Let me jump. Let me jump and explore. Please. Ah! Screw it.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Ah, there we go. Whoa, is this for real? This is actually kind of crazy and cool.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. This is getting kind of dark.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
What? No, I liked it. Wonder what's next. What?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
That sounds familiar.
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
What? Okay, this is actually kind of cool.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
Hey!
And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the...
Whoops. Uh-oh. Whoa, hello. Please rate your experience. Stanley Parable Alpha Test, Beta, Work in Progress. Iteration 184B/22. Whoa, this is whoa, what happened here? What's going on? Filing cabinets, 8665. I hate to say it, but some of these numbers I used to actually make levels for Half-Life 1 using the Worldcraft editor. So the 64 is actually a unit that's actually quite relevant to me. 128, 64, yeah, multiples of 32. How do I not fall to my death? Is there a light? Ah, shit. Am I dead? This is actually really creepy now. This is like the creepy side of the game. I think I actually... The mind control was like more action-y, you know, but this is actually really creepy. And what I learned from Left 4 Dead is you follow the light. Huh. So I'm following the light. Oh no. Am I back? Wait, what? This is interesting. So this is 427, but it's me, but not me? Can I use anything here? Can't jump. What's going on? Whoa, hello.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
That doesn't sound good.
I can wait.
There is nothing. So I'm guessing that was one of the endings, I guess?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew
I got
it
an
perfectly
idea,
well.
so...
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, let's try that, since, Phoenix...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
Phoenix
5
was
years
suggesting
ago.
that I investigate the thing at the bottom, so we'll
Look,
see.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on
I
the
just
wrong
hope my leg
foot
doesn't,
here.
like, break or
I'm not
something
your
from
enemy,
this.
really, I'm
Oh,
not.
dear.
I realize that investing
All right.
your trust in someone, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to
I
tell him
told
what
you
to do,
that you can't do
Stanley
that,
left
see?
from the platform and plunged to his death.
Ah, see, you can't
Good
do
job,
that.
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
So yeah, don't go to that door in the bottom. I knew you weren't supposed to.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley
not doing
felt
that for 4
lightheaded,
hours.
butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad
Alright.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
Danger,
for others?
danger
Are you that
everywhere.
convinced that I want something bad to
times.
happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Alright.
Stanley
I love that
walked
light. That is so
through
cute.
the red door.
Red door. Alright.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Wait, what?
We would both be so much happier
Ah.
if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
No, it's a
Here, let me show you.
I hate dark doors. Wait, what? Hey guys, which one should I take? Left or right? Left or right? This left, that right. They're both probably pretty creepy and scary. Left door, right door. Come on guys, help me out here. Left or right? Alright. 2 lefts, 1 right. Left wins.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What is this? Whoa.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
Whoa.
isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
You're not capable of happy. Whoa. That's kind of cool. Ooh, cool light show. I have a bad feeling I can probably fall off of this, so I'm just gonna stay on the platform. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks kind of cool, at least. I think it's time to go.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, that's... Wow, this is depressing.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I don't want to kill myself. Why would I want to kill myself? Give me another door. Okay, fine. Isn't there a way out than to kill myself?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Just stay here. I hate to break it to you.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
What achieve?
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
This is actually kind of cool. I like to make him angry. That sounds fun, because this is pretty aggravating so far. Well, guys, thanks for all the coffee. Whee!
No!
Eh?
Oh, thank God you lived. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Well, that was annoying. Whee!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Space!
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Space!
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I have no choice. There is no choice. I have to jump into the darkness that I didn't want to in the first place. Hey, wait, I can't. Wait, I actually literally can't. You can't. Oh, I'm trapped here.
No, perhaps not.
Okay, so I can't jump off into space.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes, I'll just nod. Whee!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Whee!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back. How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Wait, why does it sound like it's raining outside? This is different. It sounds like it's raining. It didn't sound like this last time. Yeah, see, it sounds like rain.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, it sounds like it's raining now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him
That
wherever
is pretty
he went?
weird, yes.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself,
Whoa.
this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Wait, what?
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the
Hey!
ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That is kind of weird.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
That's
he
very
thought.
meta.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
It is a dream.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Yes,
Did the
stuff
voice not
happened.
see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Exactly.
How else would the voice explain all that?
Exactly.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Yep.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
I am okay.
Okay. No, we're still here. Uh-oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
This is
Please,
creepy.
just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Creepy.
Who am I? Who am I?
Creepy! Ah!
And everything went black.
Uh-oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Whoa.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she
Whoa.
considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
What?
I am sane. I am in
So-
control of my mind.
That's Stanley?
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there,
Whoa.
staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Whoa.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I think I broke the game. Oh, nope, the door. Oh, wait, what? I can close the door? Wait, so you mean I can actually use these things? Wait, what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I actually broke it. Ow. I got pinned by the door. Okay. Man, I have a real knack for actually breaking the game. Oh, well, I might as well start using every door
Just
then.
a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Yeah, see, I can actually use the door.
Stanley went around. Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
That is cute, though. You shut up, narrator. I'll do whatever I want.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little.
What?
This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
What?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took
Bleed?
the first open door on his
the
left.
broom made him bleed? Alright, let's go to the meeting, I guess.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Should I go back on track? Oh, screw it. Let's go off. What?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Hey, I see light through that door. No? Okay, I can only go this way.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My
Yikes.
mistake.
Don't do that!
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
What the hell?
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. What the?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley...
Whoa.
Wait, what?
What?
No, I restarted. I swear
What?
I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
What?
Everything should be...
What?
Did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
What?
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
What?
I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Let me back
Okay,
out.
then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Well, I can't jump through that one. Let's go super right, because I always go right, so that's obviously super left, slightly left, right, slightly right, super right. Let's go super right. What?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Whoa.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That was a new one.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
This is
Why don't
actually...
we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
This is actually worse, yeah.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
This is not right. Whoa. What the...
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
What the hell?
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
This is
Do you remember, Stanley?
not good.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in
Screenshot!
a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good
Yay!
job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No, I won. We're good.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Zombies. What? I won! You win.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh, I won! What the? This is new. Should I go? You know what? Screw it. I've gotten enough ways that way. Let's go something new. This is new.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
I can't do that.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not
What
sure
the
where I was
hell?
going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yay! It's really loud! Actually... Wait, what? Wait, this doesn't make sense! This line does not... What? Wait. Do you see what I'm seeing here, guys? Financial records, and then this thing... That's a lot of peer reviews. I think I broke it.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
What?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
What? I don't care.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Don't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. I'm not gonna listen to you. That includes you guys on my chat channel. I'm not listening to you. Just like the narrator. This...
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Alright. Are we gonna really do this again?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you
Wait.
want our story to be? Go wild.
Hey.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay, so I've completed this loop. Nope, I haven't. Okay, I guess I need to complete that loop a few more times then, I guess. That's... made no sense. It actually kept track of the number of loops that I was making around this column. Oh no, never mind, I guess it stops.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The line's gone nuts. Bye-bye, line. See ya.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Well, that's not a choice. That's the same door, you dum-dum.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
Wow.
It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did
Whoa.
we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Whoa.
The Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly.
What
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy
What?
forever.
Let me out!
I will be happy.
Let me out!
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days.
Let me out!
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon,
Trademark.
very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's
Let me
just
out.
a little bit closer.
Let me out!
Now
Let me
it's even
out.
closer. Here it comes. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Wait.
mean?
Wait,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
This
Perhaps he
was-
had simply missed a memo.
this goes left now, though. That's not supposed to go left. That was supposed to go right. What's going on? This is kind of not the same. I went left instead of right this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The hallway changed.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright,
And
let's
so
do
he
this again.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Hi there.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, hello. Okay, that was weird. And there's no mirror. What the? Is that a... Is that a handgun and a panda? Business strategy. Adorable. Well, let's not go into the office. Let's see what happens. The song's funny. Okay. Wait, what?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Let's do it! Onward to violent death!
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
So be it. What?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his
Bye-bye.
shadow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, world! Eh?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his
that's
body,
not good.
killing him instantly.
What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This is weird. Okay. Hey, this looks cool.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nature paintings. Stanley's computer. Corridor. Office layout. This is actually kind of cute. That's the office. Yeah. Walk through there. You're supposed to make a right, though. In my story, it went left. Huh. Filing cabinets. The office. 1, 2, 3s. This is actually kind of cute. Character skin? Oh, right, when he was dead on the floor. So I walked into a museum? I'm not quite ready to exit yet. Let's just go examine this. This is actually kind of fun. The office. That kind of looks like the maintenance room to me. Oh, this is funny. Screenshots of the Stanley Parable, HD remix, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, less Stanley, more Stanley, less Stanley. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to win. Am I going crazy? Maybe this isn't the same image that clocked there before. I don't remember. How did I go back and you check for me? The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. Larger, can't see images because of all this text. If someone could just get rid of the text, maybe then I can see what this game is about. Words, words. That is funny. Battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and it would wage war against the narrator. Huh? From Lance Perkins, I have burning questions. For instance, on a scale of what? What the hell? Narrator emails. Oh, I see. The lounge. The office. Interesting. Cargo lift. Huh. Let's see what's up here. Wow, the office really evolved. Wow. Wait, doesn't this look exactly the same? Oh, they added a painting. Have a good night, Frosty. Hey, there's a freedom ending. Neat. Huh? The escape menu. The escape menu. Zending. Huh. Hope I don't actually get lost in this place. Huh. Yeah, interesting. Huh. It's a shame there's no audio for this. That would have been fun to watch. What happens if I pulled the toggles? Nope. Drats. Not quite ready to exit here yet. I think there's still more to see. Freedom ending.
Does that sound plausible to you? When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility into endless injustice forever. This method, for sure, would get him right back on track to where he's supposed.
Alright, let's take the exit and get out of here. Where's the gift shop? If this is a museum, where's the gift shop? Alright, let's do this.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay, I guess this is it then.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
I think I did it.
This is the story of a... Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps... else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
I thought that was going to be a different thing else.
Is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I thought something else would happen this time.